Hey, what's up, family? Hey, today I want to do a story, and it's a personal one. This is something personally that happened to me. Talking about different relationships of meeting people and stuff like that. So therefore, I'm going to title it Great Experiences when Meeting Different People from Different Backgrounds and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But the title's just going to be Great Experiences. But you never know. A person from a different type of background, different type of culture, or whatever it is, that when you meet them, it ain't something that you're normally used to. And now sometimes you have to adapt and figure out things that you don't normally do. Now let me get to the story. This was way over 30 years ago. I just never forgotten. I told my wife and my daughters this story. This was well over 30 years ago. So I want y'all to think about what I'm saying. The present day now, and well over 30 years ago, and you put the two together, you go, wow, that probably would have been a whole different thing now. But look how the modern technology and stuff we have now, put that to back then, we didn't have that. It makes a difference. You'll see what I'm talking about as I get into the story. Now here it is. This way back when back in the days when me and a good buddy of mine, like my brother named James, we used to hit clubs all the time. That was our thing. We hit college night club. We hit Friday. That was normally Thursday nights. We hit Friday night club, Saturday, sometimes Sunday if we could. We didn't do it every day like that, but it didn't matter what day, whenever we did. We was always in the club scene. And this one particular night, on a Saturday night, we went to this club called Club Sensations in Newark. And Club Sensations eventually became like a little hood spot. But back before we got really hood, it was a pretty decent spot at one time. We went to this club called Club Sensations. And I remember when we was up in there, you know, we separated our way. He went on with his way or whatever. And I went over trying to meet some girls on this section, whatever. And I remember I bumped into this girl. And after giving in my coat to the coat room, I remember I bumped into this girl afterwards. And when I bumped into her, I turned around to say, I'm sorry. And you know, that's just what I did. When I said I was sorry, man, this was like a gorgeous brown carpet tone girl with that natural, curly, beautiful hair, nice height, nice body, just gorgeous. And, you know, so of course I apologized. But then, you know, I was like, wow. And I said, wow, your outfit looks very nice. You know, she, you know, the music's bumping, boom, boom, boom. And obviously you can't barely hear each other. But she clearly, I could see, when she turned around, she smiled. And she's like, no problem. She's like, thank you. Because when I gave her a compliment, she's like, thank you. And then I was like, hey, you know, and she was very, she gave me a great countenance to me. And as always, you know, I love to give y'all a word of the day. If you look at the word continence, it sounds like continent, like on the map, the landmass, but no, not continent. Continence. You spell it Countenance. Continence. And when you continence, and when you look up the word continence, it means a person's facial expression or a person's face. You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind, you know, the type of facial expression somebody give you. So back to the story. So when I turned around and I apologized, she had the countenance, you know, her facial expression was happy. It wasn't like she was angry or mad that I bumped into her. She gave me a very fulfilling, happy smile. And when I apologized, she said, oh, that's okay, you know. And then I gave her a compliment. She was like, thank you, I appreciate it, you know, and went like that to her outfit. And I said, no, it looks really nice on you. And then I said, hey, this is a banging song that's on right now, you know. And the countenance that she was showing me was showing she liked the song too. I said, hey, if you don't mind, I said, would you like to go to the dance floor? And she was like, sure. She was like, I love this song. Right? So we went to the dance floor and we partying, dancing, having a great time. And I got to admit, the girl was so beautiful that for a moment I was like, man, this girl, because normally when you come across a real beautiful woman, they normally have some type of flaw, such as a stank attitude, thinking they above and beyond most people. You know what I'm saying? This was none of that, which I knew this was not the normal type of female. Because not only was she gorgeous, she had a great energy about her. Her inner was even more beautiful because she wasn't stuck up. You know what I'm saying? And whenever I spoke to her, the countenance that she gave me, her facial expression, it truly showed she was really paying attention to anything that I said. So anyway, we on the dance floor dancing, having a good time, almost like we battling each other. I'm doing the move, and then she copying my move, I'm copying her move, and then we joking and laughing, we're having a good time. And I remember at one point, another person, a couple in back of them had bumped her real hard. And when they bumped her, she came to me and I grabbed her. And then she turned around. Another person, just like when I bumped her, was like, "Oh, I'm sorry about that." The girl's like, "I'm sorry." And she said, "I don't worry about it." I said, "Man, this girl's a really cool. She don't let stuff get to her." It was amazing. And I was like, and so then she looked back at me after the bump from the other person. And then me and her both just cracked up laughing. Like, she was like this. She was like, let me know. They're all clumsy on the floor. So me and her just cracked up laughing, right? And we just laughing and dancing, having a good time. After a long period of time, next thing you know, another girl approached her. And when I looked, the girl was dressed like her. And when I looked closely, I said, "Holy smokes." It was her twin sister. Unmistakably, it was definitely her twin sister. And I noticed when her twin sister approached, she gave me a great deal of respect. She's like, "Hello, how you doing?" This and that. And I was like, "Hey, how you?" Shook her hand, this and that. And then she whispered something in her sister's ear, whatever that was. That's their personal business. And then her sister turned her back to me. She gave me a finger like this, and she turned her back to me, and she said something very close to her sister in her ear. Like she was so close, like them gonna kiss her. I was like, wow, that was kind of weird. But at the same time, it's not. It's her twin sister. You know what I'm saying? But then afterwards, she turned back to me, and we dancing some more, laughing and playing, whatever, just acting goofy and having an honestly good, great time. I was just really having the greatest time of my life with this gorgeous woman. Then after a while, she said to me, "Oh, my feet, oh my gosh, she's like, my heels is killing me. You mind if we go sit down?" So I was like, "What?" Because, the music is banging, so you got to yell at each other. I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Let's go sit down." So we ran over to the lounge area, walked over to the lounge area, and we went to sit down. And when we sat down, she took her heels off, and then she was like, "Oh, man." And I was like, "Oh, wow, your feet hurt, right?" And once again, she gave me a great deal of countenance to me. She was watching my every facial expression when I talk. I was like, wow, this girl is real. Is she really digging me like that? Like, she's paying me close attention. And as beautiful as she was, she didn't have her eye for nobody else but me. I was like, I felt special, man. I was like, man, this girl really is. I can't believe it. And she got, how ignorant guys could be. I was like, and she got a twin. Ooh, I might get lucky. Just going way out there. Just being a stupid, ignorant dude. But anyway. So after a while, I was like, talking to her, I said, "Hey, so," I gave her the typical corny conversation. I said, "Wow." I said, "So, yo, you come here a lot?" I said, "I've never seen you here before." And she was like, "Yo, slow down. Say that again." Once again, the music, boom, boom, boom. You gotta yell when you're in a club. You barely hear anybody. So she's like, "What? Say that again." I said, "Yo, you come here. You come here. I never seen you here before. You come here often?" And she's like, "Oh, just once in a while, me and my sister, we come here." So I was like, "Oh, okay. And she's like, "How about you?" And I said, this is probably like my third time here. I don't come here that often. I said, "But I'm glad I came tonight because I met you. Yo, this was cool. I'm having fun with you. This is real nice." And she had this huge smile on her face. That smile alone told me once again, her countenance gave away how she really felt about me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, that was a real genuine smile. You know what I'm saying? So then, of course, I got right to I said, "Hey, you think I could get your number so we could keep in contact?" And then she said, "Oh, I love to." She said, "You got a pen and paper?" And I gave her the pen and paper. She wrote down her address. She didn't write down her phone number. She wrote down her address. And I thought that was real weird. I was like, I said, "No, I need your number. Give me your phone number." And then finally it hit me. Because then she reached over and got close to my ear. And she said, "No, I'm deaf. I'm deaf.
Wow.
I gotta hear. I don't hear.
I'm surprised because you're really good at
Picking up on people's body
people
blanks.
vibes. Yeah.
But that day I didn't. But you see, I didn't pick up on it because I did let the ignorant side of my mind go wild. Because this young woman was so beautiful and paying me so much attention. But now you see, the continents, remember, meaning a person's facial expression or their face, the continents that she was showing me, it was the attention she appreciated, but it was more her reading my lips. That's why she was able to understand everything that I said. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when she spoke to her sister, I was like, what's up with that? The way she did so close, because they had their little personal language that they understand each other. And I didn't get it. But when she said it to me again, she said, I'm deaf. I'm deaf. I don't hear. I don't hear. And then finally I said, oh, I thought she was joking. You know me, right? I thought she was joking. I said, get out of here. She's like, no, I'm serious. I said, okay, if you deaf, we were just on the dance floor dancing about over a half hour or something. We was having a great time. I said, how you going to be able to dance if you deaf? And then she repeats, she said, the vibration 4.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, it was amazing. I was like, yo, I would have never thought of that like that. And I think I did say that to her because I was just blown away. Like I said, the title of this video was called Great. What I titled it? Great. I forgot what I'm getting so caught up in the story. But I was just so blown away by meeting her and like, wow, this girl was just drop dead gorgeous. She was very nice to me. The continents that she showed me constantly, meaning her facial expression to me, she paid me close attention. But then she told me she was deaf. I first thought she was joking, but then it made sense. Like she said, the vibration. She said, I could dance by the vibration. But you know what? We talked as best as we could at that moment because, like I said, in the club is so loud, you gotta be yelling. But at that point, I was just captivated by her, not just her beauty, but captivated by this girl that I just had a great time with. It just proves the fact, like that old song. Remember that old song that goes, we don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time. We can do what me and her did. We can dance and party all night and drink some cherry wine. Na 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 na. But you gotta say it because that's what me and her did. We was dancing, party. Remember, we laughed and joked. We had a great time. So now let's touch back on what I said in the beginning of the video, where I said this was well over 30 years ago. Play that now. See, how was I gonna keep in contact with her? I can't call her. She can't talk. There was no cell phones back then that you can text. Get it? You see? Because if I had, well, obviously my wife is videotaping this. If I wasn't married and met her now, me and her would probably have a great relationship because I'll be texting like a champ every day and she would too. But back then, now it hit me later that night, it hit me why she gave me her address. You get it? Because she wanted me to write her. But I didn't get it at the moment. I just thought, man, that's weird. Why she give me her address? She don't get it? I asked for a phone number. What she give me an address for? But I didn't get it at the time. But like I said, it's over 30-something years ago. You gotta remember, I was only 18, 19 years old. I didn't get it. You know, I'm still learning. You know, we still learn every day. But I always just thought that was an incredible story because I met a wonderful woman with her continents on her face and the continents on my face whenever I was talking. She paid me great detail because she was reading my lips. And this woman showed me that, wow, people can pick up on other people's energy. Obviously, she picked up on the energy in the club and the vibration where this girl was dancing her butt off. Like I said, we can dance and party all night and drink some cherry wine. But yeah, anything you wanted to add to that? Or you asked me something about that story?
No, I was just very surprised because you're really good at picking up people's body
Yeah.
language.
I tell that to
And that was
anybody out there. Yeah, but remember, I was young and dumb. I was only 18, 19 at the time. But yeah, if you pick up on a person, paying attention to a person's body language is important. Obviously, I wasn't good at it then. I am now.
Mm-hmm.
But remember, folks, paying attention to a person's body language will help you get ahead of the game. Rather somebody scamming you, somebody's up to no good, or whatever they're doing, got good intentions for you. Body language says a lot. So pay attention to that body language. I honestly wish I still would have kept in touch with her some kind of way. But like I said, I was young and dumb. I didn't because I just thought, how could I? This girl can't talk. How can I keep in contact with her? But it showed how ignorant I was because we just had a great time. Remember, we could dance and party all night and drink some cherry wine. We did all of that. We had a great time until she told me she was deaf. Then all of a sudden my ignorance kicked in. And all of a sudden I was like, man, it's going to be hard for me to communicate with her. Look, stupid, you were just doing it the whole time. You see how people could be so ignorant sometimes?
Yeah.
But I really wish I would have kept in contact with her. She was amazing. She was cool. It would be cool if she find this video and reach out. That would be some fly stuff. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, tell me what y'all think about that story. Subscribe, share, like, and comment. Like I said, this was a personal one that actually really happened to me. Peace.